This is a story about a fish. This all started about 1 year ago, and I was on this site called Multiplayer Piano. Now, this is a site where you can play with your friends or random strangers around the country and around the world, and just express your piano skills. And it's pretty much like a chat room with a piano. Before we get too far, I just want to tell you guys something. This is not a video I was planning to make. This is not a video that I want to make, but it's something that I feel will make me feel a little bit better and may help somebody else out there as well. Multiplayer Piano. I go on there all the time. This one day I found this girl named Ashley, and I talked to her and I say hey, and she seems really genuinely awesome. So I say, hey, can you add me on Twitter or something? So she did. Now from there we talked for about a month or 2 weeks on Twitter, and she finally gave me her Skype. Once she gave me her Skype, I messaged her every single day for 9 months straight. Now there are a few exceptions where one day I may not have messaged her, one day I may have only messaged her a couple times. But for the most part, I spent hours a day talking to this person that I've never met face to face. Now by this point, you probably already know where I'm going with this, with the whole fish thing and never seeing somebody face to face and talking to them constantly for 9 months straight. And if you're thinking what I'm thinking, then you're right. The only thing is that I didn't know at the time. So for all of these months and months, I talked to the person that I didn't know was real. Now that personally was fine with me, if they weren't comfortable sharing who they were or whatnot. But it got to a certain point where after months and months and months of promises that were just left, I couldn't do it anymore. But I'm rushing ahead. We're gonna get to the bottom of the story and we'll work our way up. Number 1, we met on the Multiplayer Piano. Number 2, I got her Twitter. Number 3, I got her Skype. And number 4 is the history of the past 9 months. Now for most people, I don't think they'll care, but if you out there have been personally affected by somebody lying about their identity to you, then I know what you're going through. And like I said, I didn't even want to make this video just because people take it different ways. They'll say, how are you so stupid to know somebody for this long and not know who they were? Her name was Ashley, and she was incredibly nice and an incredible personality, somebody like I had never met before. She's probably watching this video, so hey. After months and months of talking and calling and stuff, and before you ask, the calls were never face-to-face or voice-to-voice even. It was always me with a voice or face to text. After months of this happening, I confronted her about it, and I told her, you know, I don't think you're real. I don't think you are who you say you are. And I actually said that about 3 times where I confronted her, but the first 2 didn't actually result in anything. So after these 5 months, I known her as this person, but we never video chatted or we never called. And me personally, I've seen the show Catfished before, and it was just signs that, you know, she may be lying to me. So I confronted her, and she said nothing, and she just went away. She blocked me on Skype. Now later this exact same day, I had talked to one of her old friends, and I'd sent him a picture of her. So we watched the video, and he had come back and he was like, why do you have a picture of this person? I'm not gonna say her name, but why do you have a picture of this person on your computer? I was like, who? Like who? He was like, yeah, this girl that used to be in a group with me and Ashley, you know? And I was like, whoa, okay, so this is not Ashley? And he's like, no, this is a completely different person. Now, I'm not gonna say what me and her had was super special, but she was an amazing person from what I knew. I obviously couldn't get over her because I had talked to her over like 5 months or 6 months at this point. So I messaged her every single day on multiple different accounts, trying to get her to talk back to me. One night she got on and she messaged me back, and I just didn't even talk about what had happened in the past, because all I wanted was to keep talking to the person I had known and and I did love. She was amazing, and I am still yet to find somebody as amazing as she was. We kept talking for a couple weeks after everything had happened, and she messaged me back, and everything was going well. She had been sending pictures of a completely different girl, and she claimed it was her. She said her whole reasoning behind using a different person's pictures is because she felt like she was safe and she couldn't have been made fun of because it wasn't her. Now I understand what she did and why she did it, but I still don't think there's a reason that you can put in place of that, because it's honestly one of the worst things she could have done. After end on end of me asking her for a video, and the weirdest things, like in pictures she would be wearing multiple different clothes on the same day, and just everything being so fishy, I just straight up told her, I don't think you're real, and she blocked me. Since then, I haven't been able to get closure from it, and that's the whole thing, is that I just need closure from it all. I haven't been able to talk to her or reach her, but I've been thinking about it for about a month now that she's been gone, and it is hard, and it does take a toll on you, because this person that you thought you knew so well for these months, you know, it all turns out to be a lie. You know, in the end, I spent months of my life that I not only will never get back, but I spent these months talking to somebody who wasn't even real. Now, a couple nights ago, I got 3 missed calls from her, and this alerted me because I really just want to talk to her and get to know who she actually is, and just be able to end it all, but she hasn't messaged me back since, which is also one of the reasons I'm making this video. If at least 30 people see this, then maybe they'll have an impact on their life, and maybe they won't make the same decisions I did. And I also just wanted to share my story to get this out there so you guys can understand me a little bit more, and so you can understand what I've been going through for the past couple of months, and the whole reason that I just haven't been putting out videos, and the whole reason I haven't been my whole self. I don't regret it completely. She made me very, very happy for the time being, and that's the only thing I can look back at, is that I was very happy whenever I talked to her, and she had made my life better. Whenever I had hard times, you know, in my regular life, she made things better. I feel weird saying she because I don't even know if it's a she or a he. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you've ever had anything like this happen, then just know I'm here with you, and you're not the only single person. And if you're talking to somebody that you think might not be real, then you need to get proof, or just stop talking to them. I'll never make that same mistake again. You know, fool me once, shame on me. One of you know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, thank you for watching, whoever you may be, if you're a stranger or if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you so much for watching, and I really, really hope to see you in the next video on this journey to 1 billion subscribers. Oh yeah. Sorry, I had to add a little bit of fun to the video. Make sure you guys keep it poppin'.